Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Jonah and I'm currently recovering anorexia. Today I wanted to do a video where I sit in front of you guys and talk to you about the struggles in which recovery endures and how to survive it without going mentally insane. Hi, I'm bored. Recovery's boring, like really boring. I'm currently sitting in front of a camera with a large microphone and I'm talking to a few of you because this channel is very small and none of you watch my videos, but hi, if you are watching, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe to follow me in my recovery updates. This is the documentation of my recovery, but also I do tips videos. The tips are stupid, these aren't very good tips. This is kind of just like a video where I talk about what I've been doing to not go mentally insane during recovery. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, I hope you like this vibe, like the room kind of intimate vibe, the vibe that I'm just kind of talking to you, quite chill. I like these kind of videos where they stand with their Blue Yeti microphone in their hand and I had to take it off the stand, which was really terrifying because I had to use my teeth. Also, I had to wait all day for my USB to USB-C adapters to arrive because my laptop doesn't have USB. So that was actually very fun, except the postwoman was terrifying me outside. I will not talk about her. But anyways, without further ado, let's just get straight to the video. Right, the first thing to do when you're bored in anorexia recovery is self-care. Now, this actually might seem quite stupid to you because obviously the reason you're in recovery is because you did not care about yourself. That was my recovery thought speaking. Take it or leave it. But self-care is very important. As a teenager, going to school, doing exams, very busy days, not a lot of time to think about yourself and all those things. Self-care is great. And that leads us to the sponsor of this video. But since you have time off school, unless you're not off school, then this video is probably not for you because these are more aimed at people that are off school and have all the time in the world. It's a great time to care for yourself, to think about yourself. Find a face routine, find your favorite lotions, do regular face masks, do sheet masks. I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not great at self-care. What I'm trying to get at is start to take care of your physical appearance. No, that doesn't mean the meal plan. That's a different story. But I'm talking about when you starve yourself actively, your body changes and you're more prone to acne, hair falling out, you're always cold. Well, this is your chance to fix that. So self-care has been a big thing for me, in general. I have had a very nice face routine. I'm really thinking about great ways to present myself better. I have discovered concealer. That was a fun discovery, but yes, I have discovered that, which again doesn't help with your spots but does take away the redness in your face. I didn't put too much on today because I'm running out and I need it to last. But yes, that is definitely one thing that I have found that has definitely helped me in my recovery, and it has given me that much more confidence in myself when I have to go outside, when I have to see people. But also it's always nice to feel good when no one's seeing you, to feel more attractive, which is what concealer does to me. Might not do it to you, other things might do it to you, nothing might do it to you. It's a discovery journey. You have lots of time to discover a lot about you. Next is baking. Baking is a great way to heal your relationship with food, well, to an extent at least. I did not obviously eat lots of sugary, carby foods during my active starving stages, but now I'm in recovery and I can't actively starve. I have discovered baking. Baking is a great way to start opening your doors to more of the world, more things to eat. The great thing with baking is you have the control. Anorexia is all about control. It is a control. It's a very you're basically doing it for control because you need control. A lot of people with anorexia have OCD. It's very linked, obsessive compulsive disorder, when you need the control. So knowing what you're putting into your cakes or whatever, your cookies, your brownies, your flapjacks, your whatever you're baking, knowing what you're doing is always that much easier. And that's why a lot of people that start recovery or in recovery, they like home cooked meals because they know what's going into the food, and it's an essence of control, but not the bad type of self-control where you're actively starving yourself. Baking is great, and I have discovered baking. Like, I did end up buying like a bunch of things. Like, for Christmas I got a fake knockoff KitchenAid because KitchenAids are too expensive and you don't need that, and my one's really good and it's like not as expensive and it's a rip-off, but it's still really good. I also like bought some bowls, like big mixing bowls, like whisks, cake decorating things, the cake like stand. Like, I bought all these things because I found a love for baking, because it still gives me some essence of control. It's fun, it's a great time passer. You're bored all day doing nothing, so you need something to pass the time. Go bake, guys. Just go bake, have some fun, throw it in some flatbreads in the oven. Recipes are so easy, ingredient shopping, and it will just help you because, well, everyone loves sweet goods. Our next thing is collecting shit. I literally wrote collecting shit on my notes, but if you can't tell, I have a bunch of posters now. I'm not going to pan the camera because it took me ages to get it in this position, but I collect K-pop albums. Now, K-pop albums are very expensive, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, daddy buys me K-pop albums, because daddy doesn't, and nor does mummy, and nor does brother. I used to have I still do have a YouTube channel, and it has nothing to do with this one. It got quite popular over the end of quarantine kind of era, and I did start earning money, and there was one month where I got a bunch of money, and I still do have a steady income for someone that is 15 and doesn't have a job. So I have been actively saving that for over a year and a half now, or 2 years. I think it's definitely 2 years. I've been actively saving that for 2 years. At the beginning of those 2 years, it was way more money. Now it's like way less because I don't upload frequently, but I've been actively saving that, because I wanted to be able to buy something, which ended up being K-pop albums. I ended up buying a bunch of K-pop albums. I've been collecting them for over a month now, and I do have way too many for someone who's been collecting for a month, but I had the money, and retail therapy is a thing. Ask my mum. She got me into it. She regrets it now because I'm insane, and you know, we have like over 100 monthly orders on Amazon. It's fine. I don't want to talk about it. So with that comes with like a bunch of posters, and it's a great way to collect. But like, even if you can't afford stuff like that, find something fun to collect. Like, I don't know, Squishmallows. I don't know why it's the first thing that came to my head. Moshi Monster. No, what am I talking about? Photo cards. K-pop photo cards are great to collect. They're obviously cheaper. You can buy them off eBay. You can trade with people. You guys know what I mean. Like, find something fun to collect. But if you're really broke, then just don't. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. Shopping is the next one. Everyone loves a good shop, but like, this doesn't mean go out to Gucci or Louis Vuitton and buy something really interesting, and don't drain your bank account. But again, retail therapy is a thing. Like, you can fight me on this. I don't know if it's scientifically proven, but for me, it's a nice short-lived, I don't want to say short-lived because it's not like it lasts like a second, but it's a very good way to keep you going for a period of time. Like, for example, when I was getting my Melanie Martinez album, which I made a video about, which popped off, slay. Anyways, when I was gonna get that album, I bought it like 2 weeks prior to the release, to the delivery date, and like that whole 2 weeks, yeah, it was very boring waiting for it, but like, it was something to look forward to, and that made those 2 weeks so much easier. And this is not to, you know, say buy something every day. Once I got it, the next 2 weeks were a blast, and they still are now. Like, I literally listened to it like 5 minutes ago. Like, I'm not even kidding. I had it on my turntable. It's a nice way to help deal with emotions. And also, like, when you are like anorexic with like food, you become anorexic with other things. Like anorexic with people, you isolate from people. Anorexic with money, you try and save money everywhere possible. Like, it doesn't just start, it just manifests into other things, like everyday life. Like, you just become anorexic in like lots of things. So you're kind of trying to heal everything at once. And I did become very anorexic with money, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had money for me, sat in the bank, didn't spend 1 penny. I was too scared to. I loved the feeling of having it there, and it goes back to my eating disorder. I love the feeling of being a skinny queen. Next is kind of like, I'm gonna merge the three because this video is already gonna be quite long. Like, it's already 11 minutes, but I'm gonna merge these three together. It's find new music, find new shows, find new style. Okay, we'll start with music. I have never been a music person. I've never been a clothes person, and I've never been a show person, like watching Netflix shows. But this recovery, like, I've been in recovery 9 months. That's 9 months of not going to school. Well, yeah, I'd go in for the occasional exam, or I went in for like a few weeks, or I went in for like rehearsals at the beginning of it. But like, I have been off school for a very long time and it starts to become a blur and you're very bored. I've never had music taste I like. I've never had clothing style I like. Like, I would wear the same next kid's clothes to all my mufti days for about 5 years. Like, it's embarrassing thinking back to it, but that was just me. Like, I can't change the past. There's no reason to dwell on the past. I'm going to therapy about that, but anyways. But I found music that I like. Like, you need to find the right music, and I think the reason was that I didn't is because I didn't want to put in the effort to find something that would be mine. I guess I didn't think that I deserved that. Like, I think subconsciously I didn't think I deserved nice clothes. I didn't deserve to find a music taste I like. I didn't deserve a show that I really called my own, which all kind of loops back around to the eating disorder, but that again is for therapy. But I found them. I found K-pop. Like, K-pop is my life and calling. aespa, if you don't know, are my life and calling. I currently have Giselle and Winter on display, and I think Winter's this side as well. And just above are two absolutely humongous A1 posters of aespa My World, and opposite me there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 posters. 5 out of 6 of those posters are aespa posters. They are my life. I will be buying tickets to their concert because they are coming to London, and I did scream when I saw the announcement that they are coming to London on the 28th of September, and tickets are released the 26th of May at 10 a.m. I've gone insane. You know what, guys? You do deserve to have your own music taste. Whether that you like, you're embarrassed of it, or you know it's gonna piss people off, I would never really go to school and be like, look at me, I'm a K-pop fan. But that doesn't stop me from having a Ning Ning photo card at the back of my phone. That doesn't stop me going into school with aespa Illusion playing in my headphones. It doesn't stop me. Okay? And it shouldn't stop you. You deserve nice music, you deserve nice clothes, and you deserve to eat food. Look at me being a little inspirational queen today. The same with shows. I didn't think I deserved to find a show that I liked, but I've had all this time being off school and I went digging. I found some shows. Like, I love watching horror movies with my friends. I had a friend come around on the weekend and we watched a horror movie, and we actually watched 2. It was very fun. Other things, like, I found other shows. My mum, see, you gotta love mums. Mums are great. Like, honestly, mums are just the best. They always have your best interest at heart, and if they don't, I'm very sorry, and I hope you find a mum that loves you. I'm sure my mum would take you in. She is always coming in, bugging me, knocking on my door when I'm trying to sleep, or I'm resting, or I'm watching YouTube. Look, I found this new show that you really like. And she gets all excited and she tells me, she even like snatches my laptop and like goes on Netflix and finds it. And like, she does give me very good shows. Like, she loves, it's really funny, she loves teen drama, what is it, coming of age, like teen dramas, like the really kind of cringe shows that we all watch and we're like, why did I watch that? But you just watch them anyways because... Okay, well, that was not so fun. My recording just switched off because my card was full. Where was I? But yeah, my mum, she comes in, she gives me show ideas. I like them. She loves the boring teen ones. She's that kind of mum, and I love her for it. Love you, mum. You're great. And last thing is a new style. Like I said, I never had a sense of style. My friends used to always make fun of it. I never got it. I look at old pictures of my styling and I cry.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God! What is that?
We don't let those kind of things get us down, because you find it. My friend Mia, she's been on the channel a few times. She took me to Urban Outfitters. Well, we actually went with Gian, who's also been on the channel a few times. We went to Urban Outfitters and she was like, Jonah, you're buying something. And I was like, I don't care. And she's like, no, you're buying something. She didn't buy me an outfit. She picked out an outfit for me. It was some tracksuits and it was a jumper from Urban Outfitters, and I bought it with my money. She didn't buy it. I didn't make her do that. Don't worry, girl. She picked it out. I was like, whatever, fine. And it was quite cute, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I still have both, obviously. Went out home, tried it on, changed my life. It absolutely changed my life. Thank you, Mia, for changing my life. And now I'm obsessed with Urban Outfitters. I'm wearing a full Urban outfit right now. Urban t-shirt, Urban jeans. These used to be green, they're now blue. I think the washing did that. Very upset, but it's fine. But yes, again, I had to put in the effort to find a style, and I did. And actually, given I did style, Mia did pick out that outfit for me, and it was like, I'd say during my starvation era, so just finding that style is the best thing. And even if you don't have money for it, like, and you don't have enough money to go to Urban, I don't know, treat yourself to like a jumper or treat yourself to a t-shirt. Just find something that is good for you. Reflecting on yourself. This is a broad one, but I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible to explain. Reflecting on yourself. You are off school. You are not busy. You have no challenges. Well, obviously you have challenges eating food, but this is a great time to think about yourself and think about the person you're becoming. Like, to think back and think of the mistakes you've made in school. And that does not go to say go down a massive rabbit hole of feeling bad for yourself and then you eventually get you feel even more shit about yourself. We're not talking about that. We're talking about reflecting as a human being. I see myself as a good person. My parents tell me that I'm a good person. Of course, everyone thinks they're a nice person. I have my faults. We all have our faults. But I think I was brought up to be a good person. My parents think I'm a nice person. I think I have a kind heart, whether that shows or not. That's not me being vain. I think we should need to have some self-confidence every once in a while, guys. This channel is just me being like, oh, I hate my life. I'm so shit. I'm so depressed. So here's some confidence for you guys. I'm also on meds, so I have some more confidence. I do think back and I think, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have treated X like that. Or I don't think I should have started a fight with Y. Or I don't think that fight with Y had to get so problematic and into a massive thing. We are 15 years old and 16 years old. We don't need to be fighting. Of course there's gonna be fights, but like there's bigger things to worry about. And it gives you a good chance to like reflect. And basically I'm going into my New Year's sixth form in September with a new mind. I want to be less aggressive. I am known as the boy who has the resting bitch face at school. I'm not very approachable because I sit like this. That's not me being disgusted. That's me actually probably being like, oh, love your hair. But I'm not going to say that because I don't have social skills. But the point is, all the friends I have now, when they first joined, because I started in year 7, my friends now actually, most of them start later. They joined and they said that they were either scared of me because I looked scary. Not like I was going to throw punches, but I looked like I was like very disgusted at everyone. Or I was mean. Not great to hear. I'm working on it though. I'm working on trying to be more of an approachable person. And I can also be quite passive aggressive because I get very moody and miserable at school. Not one loves school, but I do have my moments. We all do. But I can be very aggressive and I can be very miserable. I'm very snappy. I have a very snappy tongue. But yeah, so I'm trying to go into my sixth form with a new open mind, with a new sense. I just want to be a better person. And recovery is a great time to just kind of sit and reflect because you don't have time when you're a student. You have to figure out these things when you're an adult, but I feel like I've quite matured quite a lot in recovery. Spend time discovering new things about yourself and use them wisely. Now this isn't being like I love football, but this is like knowing your boundaries. Like boundaries is a big thing with recovery. You need to know how to set boundaries. I'm shit at setting boundaries. I don't want to go into detail because I don't want people in my class to find this channel and to find this video and then to know who I'm talking about, and then I get in trouble with the school. But there is a certain an entity that has issues with boundaries, overshares a lot to the wrong people, which is not great for people recovering. In therapy, I'm working on how to set boundaries in a good way, like how to not overshare, but learn how to share more. I don't share with people. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't want to like go into detail, but basically, yeah, just like learning new things about yourself. Another thing I've learned is that I have panic attacks in very high stress situations, which manifests into me fainting. I don't hyperventilate. I don't like cry. I don't go crazy. Like I don't have those kind of panic attacks. I've had 3 in like the past 3 weeks. Each of them were in stressful situations. I talked about it with my therapist, talked about it with a bunch of my nurses, my GP, and they were like, yeah, it sounds like a panic attack. Obviously life's gonna be stressful. You can't just hide away, like run away from your problems. I had to face them. I had an episode, and then the next day I had an exam I had to go into school, had an episode during the exam, collected myself, went through the 5 senses, did all the things I had to do, collected myself, stayed calm, just relaxed for a bit. I came around, continued the exam. Didn't want to make a big deal out of it. You don't need to. You're fine. If it's anxiety, like to learn that it's not to do with your body and you're okay, and that's how you calm your body down. So just learning those kind of things, like learning your limits, learning your boundaries, knowing what you're capable of, just knowing yourself, discover new things. This is a great time to spend time with family and to stop isolating from your friends, because we all know us Rexies love to isolate from our friends. I feel like I didn't have like a big time range to isolate from, but I invited a friend around over the weekend. We had a sleepover. Like I did that. I ate in front of him. We had fun. This is a great time just to change your life around, guys. I'm not gonna sit here because I literally did a video about this 3 weeks ago, like, why do they make recovery sound so easy when it's shit? It is shit. Like, it's garbage. It sucks dick. And I know none of these are going to be relevant to you. I hope they are, but I just like, these are just to help you feel okay about it and to help you survive. Like, all of these added together in small quantities have just made recovery this much easier, and that's what you need it to be that much easier. And my gosh, my arm hurts. How do the YouTubers do this for like an hour every week? I have spent so much time with my family. Like, I feel like I've got so much closer to them, like especially my mum, because my mum's a stay-at-home mum. I'm very fortunate. And again, in recovery, you take time to appreciate the things that you do have instead of dwelling over the things you don't have. I mean, I guess K-pop albums are a bit different. Set goals. When you're actively starving yourself, you have no goals. But I've always had goals. No, not really. I go to performing arts school. That's no news. You guys know that. Do I want to go into the industry? No. I've thought about it. The industry, the thought of it gives me panic attacks. Was going to go to an audition over the summer. Had a panic attack. I think a part of that manifested into where I am now. Constant comparison with people, toxic environment, out of work constantly. If you're not in work, which you won't be for a lot of your life, you have to wait tables. You have to find other jobs, side jobs, and you have to try and find work. It's hard. It's so hit or miss when you're in this industry. It sounded fun when I was 11, growing up, learning about it, always being in that environment. It's just not for me, and that's okay. Like, I spoke about it with my parents. They know that they're fine with it. Like, I guess there was some fights at the very beginning, but they're fine with it. They just want me to be happy. And one of my goals is to become cabin crew. Who would have known? Always been my dream to become cabin crew. Like, since I was a child, I used to play in my room. I used to get all the dining room chairs. I used to line them up in seats. I had a toy trolley. I pushed down the aisle. I do the safety. I memorized the Ryanair safety briefing, the whole thing. I memorized it and I performed it with a seatbelt. I bought a plain seatbelt off Amazon. What am I doing? I used towels for the life jackets. I don't even know, like a cup for the oxygen mask. I don't know, like a leaflet for my safety card. I don't know. I was crazy. I was a weird child. I played with Playmobil until I was like 12. I was weird. I'm still weird. Where was I? Set goals. Yeah. Even if they're mini goals, like your goal could be to get out of bed. That's a goal. That's a great goal. Getting out of bed is so crucial, because if you're not out of bed to do anything, you need to be out of bed, unless you're sleeping or watching YouTube. But like, to do productive things, you need to be out of bed. So getting out of bed, if you guys didn't get out of bed today, there's always another day. Just rest. You'll make it eventually, if it takes a while. If you did get out of bed today, I'm so proud of you. Well done for doing that. It's hard. And the last thing is just turn your life around. Like I said, discover new things about yourself. Become a happier person. Become a better person. New things about myself, like, I don't know, sexuality. Okay, I can't really say that because I discovered that like beforehand. This is a great opportunity to pause, rethink, and turn it around. Now, that sounds easy. It's not. I'm not going to sit and be like, you can do it. You can. It's not easy though. You need to put in the effort. You need to put in the work. You need to have the drive. You need to have the determination to do all of those things. And then once you have that, you're halfway there. This video was pointless. I just rambled for like half an hour. But if you guys enjoyed it, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I hope some of these will help you discover things about yourself. I will probably do more videos like this because I bought a USB to USB-C adapter so I could plug my microphone into my laptop so I can make this video. So I will be making them, otherwise I'll feel bad for spending that kind of money. You have to spend well. It was $6.99. I got 2. They're also very dual. Okay, we're going off. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see my other content. I do stuff like this. I do vlogs. I do challenges. Well, I kind of want to do like an eating challenge, but like, yeah, you know what. But like, I love you all. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Bye, love you.